Alex. How are you?
Hey, Coach. How's it going? I'm good.
All right. Enjoy the view. We're heading south.
Nice. How's the drive been?
Sorry?
How's the drive been?
It's beautiful. The Virginia countryside, sunshine, hills, beautiful countryside.
How long of a drive is it?
It's going to take us 11 hours, but 13 door to door.
Nice. Hey, congrats on another good season. You guys are back in the semifinals, looking to defend the championship.
Yes, we've been there, I think, 5 of the last 6 years.
Yeah. How long
Familiar group.
how long have you, Coach Brown, been the head at Vassar?
How long have I been at Vassar?
Yeah.
So I started there in 1995. I was given a full-time position as the head men's and the head women's rugby.
Wow. That's a long time. You guys, I mean, y'all are pretty much year in, year out, one of the top units. Do you think that this year is different than years gone past? I know that you guys play a little bit
Actually,
differently.
I'm gonna get an earpiece. There's a lot of noise in the background. Let me get an earpiece. Right,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
An earpiece I can plug in. Thanks. I think it'll work. Oh no, I've got an Android. Oh wow, that's good. We're technically challenged here. Okay, let's try this again.
All right. Am I coming in more clear?
That is much better. Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Nice. So hey, how does this year's unit compare with years gone past?
So the back line last year we only graduated one player really from the back line. So they were mostly sophomores and freshmen. So they've all returned. So we're a lot more experienced, much more comfortable. College rugby so often, is bereft of experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you think about it, the average college career is you probably get at maximum 20 games a season. So even the most experienced player is going to play somewhere between 70 and 80 games.
Right.
So if you've got a back division that's already got sort of at least 40 games together, then they're coming to their third year. That's really good. I mean, you've got so they're very comfortable in their systems. And compared to last year, we did lose a couple key players in scrum half, Jenny Toe, and our number 8, Oshana Wright. And up front, we lost props, Caitlin Prado, and Kate Swarden. But we have a lot of players who actually did still play in championship. They didn't necessarily start, but they got championship experience. So I'd say we're more experienced, even though we've graduated some good talent.
Which is kind of is crazy to think, because I was really looking through you guys' roster, and it's still mostly. I don't think I saw any seniors really on the starting unit, or at least according to the team page, it was all sophomore, junior, freshman.
There's only I think well, Fly Half is a senior.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so I mean, they'll all be back next year too.
Yeah. So we've spent the last, when we went previously in the first couple of years, we probably didn't develop enough depth.
Mm-hmm.
So when we lost a player, it was like, oh gosh, what are we going to do? We've got players who could come in, but they weren't experienced. So we spent the last year was a big difference. We actually didn't have our starting fly half last year. McKenna Emery got injured about 6-8 weeks into the season, so we had to go with Iceland Vincent Dimas, but we played her a lot in second half of a game or the last quarter of a game. So she came in and she knew what she was doing, and that's what we continue to do. We rotate flankers to number 8, props play in the second row, scrum half will pop out on the wing, and we've got Kira Nolan who plays scrum half, inside centre, and wing. She's just a good all-rounder. So that's how you have to plug those holes, because you're going to get injuries.
And do you feel like maybe y'all learned from the years where you didn't have that depth and you maybe started trying out girls in different positions and stuff?
Absolutely, you're right. That's exactly what happened. We just realized that we had to build that little bit of depth in.
So first, I want to say that y'all's website is probably the best. That's like y'all's website is probably the best about being able to give game recaps, and I read through all of them, and do you write them?
Yes.
I figured you did because it's
So
sometimes a little critical, but
so
there's
it's both a report and a coaching tool.
yeah, it really is, and it was incredibly insightful. But one thing I noticed a lot was that it seems like y'all have kind of shifted your style from last year being very forward, keeping it tight based, to it seems like y'all spread it around more, play sideline to sideline.
So yeah, I mean that's one thing you've got to. Another thing we tried to build in. We tried to build in a bit of variety because even though variety in and of itself doesn't win you games,
Yeah,
uh, I'm imagining that teams are preparing for what they saw last year and the year before and the year
right,
before. So we've got to have other options.
right. Y'all picked up some pretty good wins against some tough teams this year. I know y'all had quite a few blowouts, but y'all had a couple of games like Princeton and Marist College where y'all really were pushed and kind of tested your resolve.
Yeah, I mean, the Marist are always tough. I mean, they also are our local rivals. I mean, they're
Uh huh.
literally 2 miles down the road. They're in the
And they
same town.
and they
It's a
know
great
you.
rivalry. Yeah. Yeah, we know each other really well. And actually, we have a good rapport with them. They've got a great coach, Marin Millard, and they're a good program, and they're always competitive. A couple of years ago, they went to the final, the Elite Eight,
Yeah.
even as a second or third place team, and they did really well. I think they almost got past Hartford this year, and had they done that, that would have put them in the last eight probably because they could well have gone on to play Coast Guard again.
Right.
So yeah, Marist is a good rivalry, and Princeton. Truth be told, they probably should have beat us. They scored with the last play of the game, and if they kicked their conversion, they'd have won the game. But they
Uh-oh.
didn't.
Was it a tough kick?
They're all tough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm a kicker though. I like to think they're not tough, but hey, so y'all have Colorado School of Mines on Saturday. Is there a whole lot that you know about them?
No. I do know that they ran Winona close a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
It was I think a 3 or 4 point game. And I did see video online of them a year ago, but that's over a year.
Right.
That's over a year.
Right.
You can't necessarily discern much from that.
Right, because they might have added some variety.
Yeah, and plus, personnel changes.
Yeah.
And also, weather plays a big part. So the game that I saw was in pretty mucky weather, so maybe that they opted to do certain things in that kind of weather.
Is
So
mucky
difficult.
is mucky weather on the forecast?
No, it's actually going to be low 50s and dry.
Oh, so basically perfect.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know that you guys are pretty balanced, but if you had to just name a couple of players to watch, moving into this weekend.
Let me see. What am I going to say? For me, it's not about individual players. It's much more about those units. Whether if the scrums and lineups are working well, if the forwards are running well off the fringes. Are your back three in concert, or are they a bit disjointed? Are they catching the high ball? Are they counter-attacking? Are your centers defending as a unit?
Yeah.
Sort of much more about unit skills. And I mean, Emma Manzella has had a very good year in terms of scoring. She's scored a lot of tries. She's been playing at 13, but she's also been now on the wing. So, we're getting the ball to her on the wing. So
She's got a bit of toe.
Yeah. And then we've been really pleased with our scrum half. Mia Walsh. She's come on in leaps and bounds. She was a high school rugby player, and then she came to Vassar a year ago and had an ACL reconstruction in the summer, so she didn't play all last fall. She played a little bit in the spring, and then she's come in strong this year, and she's a sophomore that's playing now.
Yeah, that's a big responsibility. So I mean, I was looking into the school. It's a very tough school to get into, Vassar. So where do y'all get most of your recruits? Are they just girls that are already at the university, or are they players that played in high school for the most part?
He is the only player we have who played high school rugby. Everyone else,
Really?
yeah, everyone else started rugby at Vassar, and we pretty much recruit outside the dining hall in early September.
Really? And what's your numbers typically like?
So for the first 12 years at Vassar, the average number of players on the squad was 45. Then it went up a little bit higher, and now it's round about 40.
That's great. That's so y'all pretty consistently get two sides for games?
Oh yeah, we have a B side every year. Yeah.
That's excellent.
It's actually becoming harder and harder in women's rugby to get an A and a B game.
Right.
When about 10, 12 years ago, when we actually had a B side that would play in the Met New York Division 2, and our A side played in Met New York Division 1. So that was great, because then you could get, the only way to learn this game is play it.
100%. To me, that's the only way to really fall in love with it is, because the culture and everything is really great, but it's all kind of auxiliary. The best thing is the actual sport, getting minutes, getting to play.
Yeah.
Where are most of the players from?
They're really from all over the country. I mean, one of our Maddie Crump is from Hawaii. We've got, Vassar gets a lot of applicants from California. We also get a lot of applicants from the New England area, so Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, New York, obviously. But they're from all over the country. They really are. We got Kyra Smith is from, actually, no, she played high school rugby as well, so that's two that play high school rugby. Kyra Smith played down in Memphis. She's from that area of the country. Something of Florida. Yeah, all over.
Well, it's pretty good testament that so much of the team picks up rugby in college, and then you're able to be so successful year in and year out. So I'm guessing, I'm judging by your accent that you're a Kiwi.
No, actually, I'm from England.
England, god dang it.
Yeah, but I've probably been here long enough where I've got a slight American twang. So
yeah, you do. I should have known. What part of England are you from?
So I'm from the southwest. You probably heard of the Exeter Chiefs.
Of course.
So I'd love to live in the reflected glory of their achievements. But I played for the Exeter amateur team, when it was amateur. So a long time ago when it was.
Did they become the Cornish Pirates, or is that separate?
No, it's a separate entity. Exeter Rugby Club became the Exeter Chiefs.
Okay.
And but the Cornish Pirates is kind of like what you'd say the next level down in the national championship, and they have players that are contracted with Exeter who are also loaned out to the Pirates. So Jack Knoll,
right,
the England winger, and Luke Cowan-Dickey, they both played down at the Cornish Pirates.
Yeah.
Before, but they were part of the Exeter Chiefs organization, but they just get loaned out.
Right on. Yeah, my dad's from, I guess, South Croydon, if you know where that is.
Yeah, I know Croydon. Yeah. I actually lived in London for 4 years, but Streatham and Croydon was the rugby club there. It's called Streatham and Croydon.
Yeah, he was. He played with Whitgift.
Oh yeah, Whitgift. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't the same Whitgift that they are now, though. Back then, they weren't winning the national championships and everything, but yeah, they sure are now. Well, Coach Brown, hey, good luck this weekend, and
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really cool that you guys have been able to build this success for such an extended period of time, and it's a good model for rugby in general in the collegiate game that you don't necessarily have to go and recruit people from everywhere to be successful.
Yeah, we don't have any foreign players. They're all U.S. students pretty much, and it's actually I get a lot of support from the school as well. So I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate.
Yeah.
Which is very it's just a great benefit. We have a full access to all the facilities. This trip is funded by the school. We've got a bus, uniforms, and we have our own rugby fields.
So, that's huge.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Brown, good luck. Can I get a quick say hi to the team real quick?
Oh, sure. Hang on a minute. Hang on. They're in the middle of a team quiz on the bus.
Oh.
Hold on. What? Ladies, I just took an interview with FloRugby.
Hey. What's up, Vassar?
Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, good luck this weekend.
Good luck this weekend, he said.
Thank you.
Okay, you were just invited to join the trivia. You should probably join my team because we're killing it.
Okay. I'm a trivia whiz.
That's great. I say thanks for this opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your time.
No, anytime. Call anytime, and if you want any, email or text, doesn't matter.
Of course.
Anytime,
All right.
anything I can do to promote the game.
Yes. Hey,
All
safe travels there and back,
Okay.
and good luck again.
Thank you very much.
All right. Take care.